The 1998 season is upon us on the 40-year sim. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. I am Nutty Sports Gamer. It's opening weekend. We're going to check out 14 games. Almost every team in the league. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm looking at a list here. 21, 22. 23, 24, 25? I think we see 25 teams. 25 out of 29 teams we see in this episode. That's pretty cool, right? 25 teams? Come on. Come on. You gotta show some love that I'm showing you 25 teams in this episode. So, first game up is 76ers versus the Nuggets. 76ers have a really interesting squad. Vin Baker, Nick Van Exel, Glenn Big Dog Robinson is on this team. Kerry Kittles, Marcus Camby. And then on the other side, you got Mookie Blaylock, Dan Marley, Chris Morris, Christian Leitner, and Dikembe Mutombo. That squad has been, especially Mookie and Marley and Mutombo. They've been together for quite some time now. They're a veteran squad that's been in the playoffs numerous times throughout this decade. So you got an experienced veteran squad versus a Sixers team that's mostly still full of young players. And so let's see how these two teams look on the court. Nick Van Exel is going to start things off with a jump shot there for 76ers. And of course, the 76ers are wearing their new uniforms for this sim. We haven't seen them wear these uniforms yet. Haven't seen them in action anyway. And here's a 3-ball there, for the Sixers. Nick Van Exel, I think. 5-4, Nick Van Exel to Big Dog with the jumper right there. Now we're jumping into the fourth quarter. We got Dikembe Mutombo making that shot for the Denver Nuggets. Nick Van Exel now is going to pass it to Kerry Kittles for 3. No good. That was a nice play, but didn't work out. Now we got Thunder Dan with the ball. Is he going to pass it to Dikembe here? Yes, he will. Mutombo posting up his defender, making that shot. When you get Kerry Kittles defending Mutombo, something is wrong. Mookie Blaylock now is going to miss that shot. Mutombo's right there for the putback. I feel like we saw a lot of Mutombo early on. As you see, he nearly deflected a shot, but Sixers were able to make that basket. But I feel like last few seasons, I feel like we haven't seen that much Mutombo. That's all I was trying to say. Mookie with a 3-pointer. Mookie's been damn good for the Nuggets, by the way. He might end up in the Hall of Fame, and likely a jersey retire when it's all said and done, because he's been lights out for this Nuggets team since he's been drafted and led them to the playoffs numerous times. Mookie now is going to pull up for a jumper, making it 88-81. Yeah, he's been like one of the best point guards of the decade in this sim, as we see a missed shot there. Ratliff with the rebound, 88-82. 120 left. Vin Baker makes that layup. 4-point game. Can the Sixers come back, get back in this one? Blaylock, top of the key. Gonna make makes a jumper there. And that's about it. The Nuggets do win, 96-90. The team of mostly veterans, they triumph over the young Sixers squad. The Sixers, they were like 41-41 last year, right? So they're inching closer and closer towards making the playoffs. We'll see if that actually happens this year. Utah Jazz versus Miami. We are just jumping into the fourth quarter. Let's see if I can remember who's on these teams. I know the Heat, Clifford Robinson, back on the Heat. He was on the Heat for a while, and then he played for the Sonics. Now he's back. We got Rick Hasner on the Jazz, making that shot. I'll have to remind myself who's on the Jazz as we go. Robinson with the dunk there. Oh, man, with authority. Now here's Robinson again, not to be outdone by himself. He makes that shot. Trying to top himself, I should say. Gary Payton misses that 3-point attempt. Olden Polynice with the rebound. And we got Green, Kenny Green, I think, with that jumper there. 105, 106, 102, I should say. Clifford Robinson, dribbling, maybe pass it. I don't know. Okay, don't. Actually, don't. He made the right choice. 109, 102, Utah Jazz team. I like the uniforms. We didn't even see any of Derek Coleman. But what I'm trying to get at is I don't know if I want to see that many Jazz games this season. Meh, I'm sorry, but they're doing their rebuild thing, their weird rebuild thing. They're just kind of in a weird spot right now. We have to be patient as they, bring in some new blood, some young players, and make something interesting out of that. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Nets versus the Cavaliers. Steve Nash, now the starting point guard for New Jersey. You got Stacey Augmon, Ceballos, Roy Hinton, and Dino Raja starting for the Nets. And then on the Cavaliers, you got Mark Price and Reggie Miller, of course, Derek McKee, Dale Davis, and I want to say John Williams. It was up on the screen. I'm pretty sure it's John Williams. Yeah, and let's see how things start out here. Of course, we're at the brand new core of the Nets. Mark Price makes that jumper, and then we got Ceballos missing that shot. The very first NBA game I ever went to was actually a Nets game on this court, so that's pretty wild. Reggie Miller with that jumper there. Dino Raja misses that shot. And here come the Cavaliers early in the first quarter. Yikes. Mark Price can't make that shot. Dale Davis with the putback. 6. Nada. Dino Raja passing it to Ceballos. To Augmon. To Steve Nash for the jumper there. Gonna be fun to see Steve Nash on this team. Can he be a New Jersey Net lifer, or will he bounce around? I don't know. Mark Price makes that jumper there for Cleveland. Reggie Miller, he's been a lifer for the Cavaliers, passing it to Derek McKee for the layup there. 10-2. Roy Hinton, still in the league, misses that shot for the Nets, who just look plain awful thus far. Reggie Miller, meanwhile, he's got it. He's just absolute killer at this point in his career. Meanwhile, Ceballos is going to make that jumper for the Nets. Finally, they do something. Then we got John Williams missing the shot. Dale Davis with the putback. Nah, we're done. Let's get out of here. Unless this becomes interesting. Hold on. The Nets actually came back, and are we going to jump in? Come on. Yeah, we will. Okay. 83-77. 5 minutes left to go. And we got the Nets going the other way. All of a sudden, the tables have turned, and now Stacey Augmon's going to make that shot in the fast break. 8-point game. Roy Hinton now posting up his defender, Detlef Schrempf. He's going to make that basket. 87-77. Mark Price. The price is wrong there, but Derek McKee able to give it to Reggie Miller, who misses. Detlef Schrempf to Dale Davis. Makes that basket, draws the foul. And now it's 88-81. 7-point game. Steve Nash. Double teamed. Doesn't matter. Makes that basket for the Nets. Mark Price passing it to Schrempf. To Miller, to Price. Price. Back to Miller for 3. Money in the bank. Steve Nash, meanwhile, can't get that shot to go in. Davis with the rebound. McKee to Price for the layup. 91-86. Steve Nash now is the cash cow. He misses a really weird shot. Roy Hinton gets the putback there. And the Nets will win this game, 95-88. And if you look closely, you can see Little Nutty Sports Gamer in the crowd there. Anytime we jump into a Nets game, I'm gonna try to find a crowd member that looks most like me. We'll see if there's any kids in that crowd. Yeah, maybe, nah. Nah, you can't really get a good look at the crowd there. But we are getting a good look at Steve Nash. Maybe he's the thumbnail in this video, you know? Steve Nash with that long hair. Pretty boy Nash. Or, for some reason, pretty boy Mark Price. I don't know why he does not look like that in real life. I don't know. He looks like shoot. Emilio Estevez. That's what I was trying to think of. Mark Price looks like Emilio Estevez. The NBA 2K face. It looks like Emilio Estevez is playing Mark Price in the story of Mark Price's life. That's what it looks like. Emilio Estevez. I was blinking on that name, and it finally came to me. I was like, Charlie Sheen's brother. I know it's a different name. Okay, anyway. So, Pacers Celtics now. We got Ray Allen on the Celtics and a bunch of scrubs. No, I'm just kidding. Terry Cummings is also on that team. Khaled Reeves. Then you got the Pacers, Karl Malone, Benoit Benjamin, Michael Williams, Mitch Richmond, and who am I forgetting? Michael Finley. That's right. And the Pacers are wearing those pinstripes. Gotta love that. I actually kind of do love that. It's a nice look. Ray Allen for 3. Meanwhile, it's money. 3. Michael Williams, meanwhile, cannot make the 3. Benjamin. It's all about the Benjamins with that putback. 5-3. Donald Royal to Khaled Reeves. He's gonna get blocked. Was that Benoit Bench with the block there? Hell yeah, it was. Check this out again. God damn, get that out of here. Still 5-3. Khaled Reeves still has his confidence up after he got shamed there earlier. Now here's a alley-oop to Michael Finley with an awesome dunk. Where he should be in the slam dunk contest, right? That's slam dunk contest worthy dunk there. I don't know if that sentence made sense. But Karl Malone misses. Benoit Benjamin with the putback dunk. 9-7. A lot has happened in the first few minutes of this game. Ray Allen for 3. Ooh, sweet. As cool as the other side of the pillow. And then we got Pacers going the other way. Karl Malone dunking that ball. Yeah, you know, it's 1998, and I'm just imagining myself watching SportsCenter, watching highlights in the morning before school, and Stuart Scott saying one of his famous catchphrases. Meanwhile, Michael Williams with that floater, 88-83. Mitch Richmond at the wing, passing to Karl Malone. Am I revealing my age too much when I say things like that, by the way? I think I am. Maybe I should stop. 90-83, 3:10 left to go. Khaled Reeves to Shinsis. I can't remember what his last name is, but he dunked the ball, so good for him. 90-85 it's a kind of a close game at the down the stretch, right? Dunked there by Malone. Now it's 93-86. Royal with cheese, passing it to Khaled Reeves. And Reeves is going to make that shot for Boston. It's a 5-point game. Now we got Michael Williams. Top of the key. Alley-oop to Benoit Benjamin. And this game is over. The Indiana Pacers will win this game 97-90. 38 points for Ray Allen. Good Lord. 22 for Karl Malone. But Ray Allen, what a performance from him despite the loss. He's definitely showing up, right? Like as a player in the sim in general, he's definitely looking like a star. So that's nice. Meanwhile, let's go right to Charlotte versus Toronto. We're in Canada. The Hornets against the Raptors. There's Ben Wallace, the center. for the Raptors. That's another one where I'm like, is he going to be there? Is he going to be like the anchor of the Raptors defense for a long time? Same thing with Rasheed Wallace. Can Rasheed Wallace stay in Charlotte for a long time? Players don't really stay in Charlotte for a long time. That's kind of a thing, you know. He's with Purvis Ellison, Glenn Rice, Kendall Gill, Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland has been on the Hornets since the beginning of the franchise. So that's pretty cool. Meanwhile, the Raptors, I can't remember who was. Is Tracy McGrady out there? Oh yeah, he is. You got McGrady, you got Matt Malone, I think still. You got Bobby Phills. You got a 3-pointer there for Glenn Rice for the Hornets. Now here is Ben Wallace with that basket. It's 4-3. Maloney misses. Joe Smith with that basket there. I think Joe Smith, he was first team All-NBA last season out of nowhere. That was pretty crazy. Purvis Ellison, meanwhile, makes that dunk for the Hornets. He was part of a trade that brought Vlade Divac to the Clippers. Also, am I wrong? Is that Maloney or is that somebody else, number 5? I just saw the name popped up really quick, and I'm not quite sure. McGrady makes that shot, by the way. McGrady, first basket in the NBA. There's a 3-pointer for Glenn Rice. Yeah, that is Matt Maloney. Why was I thinking it wasn't? Maloney misses. Ben Wallace with the putback. 12-8. Got Michael Adams passing it to Purvis Ellison. And Ellison posting up his defender, making the shot, drawing the foul. Never nervous Purvis with the free throw, tying the game at 84. Now we got Charlotte losing the ball. Matt Maloney going the other way in the fast break, pulling up for the jumper. He sinks it. Damn. Now here's Matt Maloney, the free throw line, missing the free throw. 87-84, 106 left to go. And here's a 3. That was Kendall Gill with that 3-pointer, tying the game up. Is this game going overtime? Glenn Rice, say it ain't so. Shit. Glenn Rice making that 3 to win the game. No OT tonight in Toronto. Very, very nice. 16 and 12 for Joe Smith. 15 and 18 for Rasheed Wallace. And, yeah, a hell of a shot there to end the game. I know I probably could have been more excited, but I thought we were going to overtime. I really did. Was not expecting that. That's pretty cool. McGrady. That is a nice look of McGrady. That might be the thumbnail. Got to put McGrady on there. In that Raptors jersey, just looks pretty damn cool. We got the Rockets, we got Chicago, we got Scottie Pippen making a 3 for the Bulls. The Bulls win their 4th straight championship. Hakeem Olajuwon makes that basket for the Rockets. Now we got Pippen, 97-93 by the way, 1:30 left to go. Pippen with the long 2, no good. Stacey King can't make that shot, but draws the foul. And here he is at the free throw line. Most of these teams are both largely the same. I don't think there's any big changes with these two squads. You got Roy Marble still for the Rockets. You got Michael Jordan, of course, for the Bulls. Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr. There's a block by Hakeem, who draws the foul, or creates the foul, I should say. I think draws the foul isn't the right term, right phrase. Michael Jordan at the charity stripe. Sinks both free throws, and that was just a brief glimpse of those two teams. I wish we would have seen more, but I guess we'll have to take what we can get. And we're moving on to Lakers Clippers. How about this? Divac, Chris Webber, Dennis Scott, Jim Jackson, Terrell Brandon of the Clippers. You got Kobe and Magic Johnson sharing a backcourt together. They did last year as well, but it's still pretty damn cool. This might be the last year, actually, that we get to see this, because Magic has to be close to retiring. He has to be. Right? This would be, 19th season? 18th, 19th season? Crazy. And they're playing with Kukoc, who's back on the Lakers, and James Worthy, and Eldon Campbell is the starting center. So Be interesting to see this team with two rather old players at this point. Worthy and Magic are on the wrong side of 35, but they're still in it. They're still in the league. And let's see how this shakes out here in the Clippers arena. We're not too far away from Staples Center, by the way. Both these teams playing there. There's a basket there for the Clippers. 3D Scott to Vlade Divac with the basket there. It's 4-0. Tony Kukoc to Magic Johnson. Magic still got the moves. 4-2. Clippers with an early lead. Terrell Brandon misses. Divac gets the putback. 6-2 now. Here is Weber to 3D Scott. No good. Weber with the dunk there. And the Clippers are off to a nice early lead. Got Magic Johnson pulling up for the jumper there. Sweet. And there's a three-pointer there for 3D Scott. So the Clippers are looking damn good. Terrell Brandon makes that basket for the Clips. And now we got Magic. It's the Magic show. What about Kobe? Magic with that layup there. And now we got Jim Jackson guarded by Kobe, but Jim Jackson makes the basket. 15-6, and man, you know, last two seasons, you know, with Kobe's rookie year, and thus far, at least in this game, Magic just steals the show. Old Magic does not want Kobe to get the limelight yet. He's like, sit down, kid. You gotta, it's my showtime starts and ends with me, Kobe. You gotta learn. So I feel like, I don't know. I'm hoping we get to see some Kobe highlights this season. We'll see if Magic will let us, or if he's gonna be kind of a little bitch about it. I don't know. But here we got the Wizards. The Wizards debuting the first Wizards game in the sim against the Grizzlies. A lot of Z's. Grizzlies, Wizards, Stockton, Lewis, Bias, Terry Mills, Luke Longley. That's that squad. Marbury, Alvin Robertson, and Big Country, Keith Van Horn on the Grizzlies. John Stockton handling the ball now. It's 2-0 early on. Terry Mills makes that jumper for the Wizards. Got to get used to saying that. Reggie Lewis now. Shot clock winding down. Long two. Misses. Luke Longley dunks the ball for the Wizards. It's actually not that. I can get used to this. They're the Wizards. I should get over it. Len Bias of the Wizards makes that basket. 8-0. And now we have Keith Van Horn. First bucket in the NBA. Is he going to do it? No, he's going to pass it to Stephon Marbury. And then we got... Wait, hold on. Van Horn makes the three. There you go. Keith Van Horn. First basket of his career in the sim. You got Reggie Lewis, meanwhile, making a three-pointer for the Wizards. John Stockton to Terry Mills. Posting up Keith Van Horn, making the shot. 13-4. Wizards are doing a number on this Grizzlies team. You got Reggie Lewis getting his own rebound. And he's like, rookie, sit down. Makes that shot over Van Horn. And look at this, though. The Grizzlies are showing some fight in this game. So let's jump back into it. 81-76. Led by us with that alley-oop. It got darker. Did it get darker? It got a little bit darker, didn't it? Van Horn misses. Rebound Wizards. And then we got John Stockton with an alley-oop to Len Bias. 85-76. Stephon Marbury pulling up for this jumper. Misses. Terry Mills with the rebound, but steal. Newbill. That's Ivano Newbill with that basket. Here's Newbill again with a dunk. 85-80. John Stockton guarded by Marbury. Passing it to Luke Longley for the dunk there. 7-point game. Wizards with the lead. Stephon Marbury pulling up for the long two. Cannot get it to go in. And the Wizards look to extend the lead even further. Here is Luke Longley with the basket there. 89-80, and the final score 97-90. The Wizards win their first game with the new name, which is nice to see. 21 points for Marbury, 23 and 11 for Terry Mills, 15 assists for Stockton. Didn't really shoot the ball much at all in this game. He was really just all about setting up his teammates, and you got to appreciate that if you're a Wizards, if you're a teammate of the Wizards. If you're a teammate of Stockton, Jesus Christ, I can't talk anymore. And I got 17 minutes left to go. That's perfect. All right, let's keep it rolling. Got the Hawks, we got the Knicks, we got the debut of Tim Duncan. Got Patrick Ewing still on the Knicks, of course. You got Anthony Mason. You got Latrell Sprewell. It's right in front of me. John Starks, Mark Jackson, Tim Duncan, Antonio McDyess, Chris Mullen, Allen Iverson, and Daryl Armstrong. Oof. All right. I got to get it together. Charles Oakley is still on the Knicks. He just comes off the bench now, by the way. Here's Tim Duncan with his first basket of his career. 4-0. Anthony Mason now passing it to Patrick Ewing, guarded by Duncan. Doesn't matter. He makes the shot anyway. 4-2. 9:39 left to go in the first quarter, and Ewing's going to make that basket, that time over McDyess. We got Chris Mullen to Allen Iverson for the layup there. You know, really curious to see Iverson and Duncan together. They got a nice team with Chris Mullen and Antonio McDyess. So this team should start trending upward real quick. As Ewing makes that shot. We got Anthony Mason for 3. That's good. 11-6. John Starks to Sprewell to Ewing for the dunk there. 13-7. Now we're jumping into the fourth quarter. Less than 6 minutes left to go. Mark Jackson is going to pass the ball to Ewing for the basket. 69-69. 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. We have a steal and a layup from Mark Jackson. 71-69. Antonio McDyess making that basket over Anthony Mason. Tie game at 71. Patrick Ewing with a dunk there for the Knicks. 4.5 minutes up to go. Allen Iverson is going to drain that long two, tying the game at 73. Mark Jackson to Patrick Ewing. Evades Tim Duncan to make that shot right there. 75-73. And Tony McDyess, guarded by Oakley, passing it to Duncan. Makes that layup. Tie game at 75 now. McDyess. The ball gets to Duncan, who makes that dunk for the Hawks. 77-75. And we got Iverson making that basket, drawing the foul. 5-point lead for the Hawks. Iverson pulling up for the long two, sinks the shot. 82-75, 89-86. The Hawks win this game. Hawks beat the young Hawks team. They beat the Knicks. 33 points for Allen Iverson. And yeah, it's a very fascinating squad. I'm very fascinated by Tim Duncan, Allen Iverson duo. We'll see how this goes. Maybe that's what we're gonna go with for a thumbnail. But maybe I should save a Tim Duncan thumbnail for when we actually see a lot of him. I don't know. That Tracy McGrady thumbnail was pretty damn good, pretty damn nice. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out. And let us check out the next game, which is going to be the Magic versus the Spurs. Get Kenny the Jet Smith, Eddie Jones, Jamal Mashburn, Brian Grant, and who's the power forward? I don't remember. Meanwhile, the Spurs, Tim Hardaway. Let me just wait. I'm running out of gas already. Okay, we got Hardaway, Dale Ellis, Chuck Person, Antonio Davis, David Robinson. Then we got Brian Grant and Kevin Willis, of course. Kevin Willis, center for the Magic. So there you have it. There's a made shot there for the Spurs. 3-0 to start things off. Tim Hardaway, guarded by Kenny the Jet Smith, passing to Dale Ellis, who makes that shot. 5-zip. David Robinson gets the ball, and Tim Hardaway is in the fast break. Makes that shot off glass. Already a 7-0 lead for the Spurs. And we got, I think that's it. Yeah, it's Antonio Davis with that basket there, 9-2. Here's Tim Hardaway to Chuck Person to David Robinson. And Robinson's going to turn around and make that shot for the Spurs. 11-2, big early lead for the Spurs. Kevin Willis with that basket for the Magic. And now we got Kennedy Jet Smith to Kevin Willis, who misses and dunks the ball for Orlando. 11-6, Tim Hardaway to Dale Ellis with the baseline jumper. 13-6. Missed shot by the Magic there. Kevin Willis with the putback. 13-8. And now we got Jamal Mashburn making that basket for the Magic. 13-10. Tim Hardaway with the jumper there. 15-10. Mashburn to Brian Grant with the basket there. So it's a 3-point game. Tim Hardaway for 3. It's good. Spurs up by 6. Let's see if this stays close. It's looking good so far. Nice back and forth affair in the first quarter, but it looks like... alright, fine. Magic do win that game. I didn't expect that. Thought the Spurs surely would take them. But much to my surprise, 32 points for Tim Hardaway wasn't enough. 16 and 14 for David Robinson in the loss. And yeah, moving on to Warriors Suns. We got Jason Kidd, Allen Houston, Isaiah Ryder, Terry Catledge, and Juwan Howard on the Warriors. And we're checking out the new core. We saw the new core in the offseason video, but still, I mean, to see it in action, to see it see a game get played on the new court is pretty nice. So on the Suns, you got Sam Cassell, Blue Edwards, Sean Elliott, Danny Manning, and Brad Daugherty. So that front court, they've been together for quite some time. Sean Elliott as well. So let's get cooking. We got Juwan Howard making that shot for the Warriors. I really like this. Looks great. This looks awesome. And this team should be pretty damn good too. Allen Houston with the dunk there for the Warriors, 4-0. We got a made shot there for Brad Daugherty, from Brad Daugherty for the Suns, 4-2. Jason Kidd for 3. Better believe it. 5-point game early on. Now it's 9-2. Jason Kidd passing it to Catledge for 3. Yes, sir. 12-2 already. And are we already going to dip out of this game? I guess we will. We got quite a few more games to look at, though. 112-104. I'm sure we will see more Warriors games. We got at least one more. We got one Warriors game in the next episode. Huh. Okay, we see some Warriors games throughout the season. That's kind of disappointing, though, that we only saw a few minutes of them in this particular game. But let us check out Philadelphia 76ers versus the Detroit Pistons. We got 3 games left to look at, and then calling it a day. We haven't really seen this arena that much. We saw it debuted last year, this arena. But still haven't really seen all that much because the Pistons haven't been that great. Isaiah Thomas, Jerry Stackhouse, Brian Russell, LaFonso Ellis, and Kevin Garnett on the Pistons. Then Sixers, we already know about them. So there's a made shot there for the Pistons. Tie game at 2. Nick Van Exel with the long 2 for Philadelphia, making it a 4-2 game. 10:40 left to go. LaFonso Ellis passing it to Brian Russell for 3. He sinks it. 5-4. Now we got Nick Van Exel trying to penetrate. Puts up the shot. Makes it over Isaiah Thomas. 6-5. 10:15 left to go early in the first quarter. And we got Isaiah Thomas taking the ball up court. And missing that shot. Marcus Camby with the rebound. 76ers going the other way. Here comes Nick Van Exel with the floater. Miss. And we're going back the other way. I'm wondering why I didn't cut any of this. Brian Russell passing it to Alonzo Ellis, who gets fouled. Surely I will cut now. Okay, I guess I do, but I don't know why we're looking at free throws. Missed free throw from Alonzo Ellis. Here come the Sixers. There's a layup for Philadelphia. And we got Nick Van Exel to Big Dog Robinson with that shot there. Do we jump into the fourth quarter at some point? Do we? Will we? My guess is that we don't, because we don't have much time left in this episode in general, but maybe I am wrong. I'm going to go with, okay, fine, 84-71. 6 minutes left to go. Nick Van Exel to Glenn Robinson for the basket there. It's a 15-point game. Look at this 76ers team. Just roll. Marcus Camby. Stolen pass. Isaiah Thomas to Kevin Garnett for the jam. 13-point game, though. Sixers very much in control. Glenn Robinson missing the shot there, though. Can the Pistons mount a comeback? We got Brian Russell throwing up the shot. Garnett with the putback. Yes, sir. 86-75. Nick Van Exel dribbling it, passing it to Big Dog Robinson for the jumper there. 88-75. Glenn Robinson with a basket there. And that's, yeah, pretty safe to say the Sixers got this one in the bag. But that was some nice moments there. 24 for Glenn Robinson in the win. 187 was the final score. We didn't really see Jerry Stackhouse at all. Like, he made no plays. That's kind of sad. Meanwhile, let's check out the Timberwolves against the Grizzlies. We saw the Grizzlies already. Haven't seen the Timberwolves yet. Oof, we're almost through. We're almost through. Almost seen 25 or 29 teams in the league, and now we're seeing the Timberwolves make their debut. Okay. Checking out Lionel Simmons there. I think it's Allen Robinson of the Grizzlies. Big Country is doing his thing. Kenny Anderson on the Wolves, Rex Chapman, Jalen Rose, Antoine Walker, and Jason Williams with a Y. He shot a dude. Grizzlies, new Bill. I guess I don't remember when he was drafted. He makes that shot for the Grizzlies. It's 85-85. We got Jalen Rose holding the ball, passing it to Antoine Walker for that basket there. Didn't really see Antoine Walker at all last season. I think he was buried a little bit in the depth chart, but now he's finally been unleashed. Makes that jumper, 91-85. We get Stephon Marbury missing that shot. Jason Williams with the rebound. And the Wolves, here they come. Antoine Walker is going to pull it for the jumper there. 93-85, and that will be it for that game. Just a couple of highlights there, but at least we got to see some Antoine Walker, finally. Maybe we saw him in the All-Star game or the Rising Star game last season. That would have been about it. I haven't seen him much at all. Portland versus the Nuggets. I think we're closing the video out with this. There's a three-pointer there for the Nuggets. 75-71. We're in Portland. Mutombo with the rebound there. And Chris Morris to Mookie Blaylock for the layup. 75-74. 4 minutes left to go. Damon Stoudemire hesitates. Pump fakes. Makes the layup. 77-74. Portland with the lead. Leitner with that basket. Make it a 1-point game. How about some Sharif Abdul-Rahim? What's he going to do with the ball here? That's not Radine. Fuck, my God, dude. That's Stoudemire. There's a dunk by Chris Morris. Whatever, dudes. This video's almost over. Just let the mistake be what it is. We got AC Green, I think. AC Green holding the ball now. Pass it to Leonard, and an alley-oop to Weatherspoon right there. Man, Abdul-Rahim isn't even out there. What the hell? Now we got a pass to Marley, to Chris Morris. And Chris Morris is going to make that shot for Denver. 80-79. Less than 2 minutes left to go. Got Damon Stoudemire making that shot. 1 point game. Mookie Blaylock, top of the key. 1:42 left. He's going to pull up for the jumper, sink the shot. And now the Nuggets regain the lead. They get the ball back. Mookie Blaylock now makes it a 3-point game with that jumper. Back to a 1-point game, 84-83, with 40 seconds left to go. And Mookie again. This time he misses. I was going to say, damn, 3 times in a row, man. But here comes Portland. Damon Stoudemire to Lorenzen Wright, I think. Lorenzen Wright with that dunk. 85-84. Dan Marley with the ball. Passing it to Chris Morris. To Mookie Blaylock for the long 2. That's good. 86-85. 15 minutes left to go. And Damon Stoudemire has the ball. Let's see if the Blazers can win this game in dramatic fashion. Damon Stoudemire is going to throw up a shot. Miss! And that's the end of the game. The Nuggets will go on to win 86-85, but hell of a game to close out the video. And the Nuggets prevail. The Blazers are still mostly young squad. Didn't see Abdul Rahim out there, but he's their young star, along with Damon Stoudemire, and they're still working things out in Portland. Meanwhile, the Nuggets, we see once again they win because they have a really solid squad there over in Denver. Lorenzen Wright had 19 points for Portland, 23 for Mookie Blaylock. Yeah, Sharif Abdul-Rahim was 2 for 14, played 32 minutes, 12 rebounds, but we did not see him when we jumped in. So, but okay, that's it. There wouldn't be any standings to look at because we only saw 2 days worth of games. So next episode, November 1997 of the 98 season. Stay tuned for that. I am Nutty Sports Gamer. We have episodes all week, all September. That's the plan. We're going to close out the 90s by the end of the month. And then there's going to be I'm going to take a little bit of a break. And then we're going to start the 2000s in October. So that is the plan. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to you soon.